The last has not been heard about the Catholic school girls that were kidnapped on Friday, November 21, 2025. This is because, according to the Presidency, the Christian Association of Nigeria in Niger State and the authorities of the school are not cooperating with the government to ensure the return of the about 315 students and their teachers that were kidnapped from that school. Now, the thing has gotten to the level that the Presidency is even accusing the Christian Association of Nigeria in Niger State of frustrating the effort of government, perhaps to lure Donald Trump to come and bomb Nigeria. Just watch.
And reporters who are there in Niger State, adding to the point that you're making, say they've spoken to the parents of many of the children who've been abducted, and none of them have confirmed being reunited with their children, the ones who've supposedly escaped. So there seems to be a lot of confusion and uncertainty still.
You see, the school and the Khan of Niger, they need to come clean about some of these things. The government wants to help, but you are trying to keep information away from government. What for?
Yeah, but
what is the agenda of Khan?
In those circumstances, the government has a right to forcibly get that information out of them, doesn't it?
No, what allows this? The governor of the state, the government, let me say the governor, the government of the state, when they had intelligence that they were going to attack schools in the state, they told school proprietors to shut down schools. But this school, they don't shut down. And this didn't happen. According to what I learned from the security briefing that Mr. President had, the school was not saying they didn't send them a memo, a written memo that they shut down the school. What kind of thing is that? The authority can give a verbal instruction.
Of course.
It's an emergency.
In such a situation.
Yeah, can give, but they're saying they didn't have any written memo to close down the school. But some of the schools shut down on the basis of what government told them to do. So,
and this is,
as I said, the issue in Niger is for the Khan. I don't know. As I said, I don't know why they are playing the game they are playing. Let them collaborate with the DSS, with the military authorities, with the government of Niger State. Reveal to them, give them the list of the students that are missing. Let them even know, oh, okay, we have 100 students, we have 200 students that are missing, so they can know what to do next. But everybody's in the dark.
Well, they've given interviews, both, I mean, internationally and everywhere, basically giving the figures and the numbers. They've talked to a lot of reporters.
In Kebbi, that was a list. When the incident happened, the military people produce a list of the missing students. They know who they are looking for. But in the case of Niger, I said, the Khan, I don't know the game the Khan is playing, the Khan of Niger, I'm not saying Khan nationally, the Khan of Niger and the school, the game they are playing. Let them help the authority, let them help the
but surely the authorities have the right and the responsibility in a situation of criminality that has taken place.
I just told you that
I mean, to get the information, to extract that information.
The DSS went to the school. The principal has disappeared.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, the principal has disappeared. So only the Khan chairman, who speaks for the state, has been speaking.
That is really quite bizarre.
So it's, for the security, they find it very strange, really, that they are not cooperating. Why are they not cooperating? What is the agenda? Do they want to use it to lure Mr. Trump to come and bomb Nigeria or something like that?
And this is, of course, one of the largest mass abductions of students.
Bayo Onanuga, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Information and Strategy, telling us the mind of the Presidency on the missing Catholic school girls, saying, in what many should consider strange, that the Christian Association of Nigeria and the Catholic Church that own the school are probably working for Donald Trump to come and bomb Nigeria through their alleged frustration of the investigation. That is conspiracy theory taken too far, because that the presidency could descend to the area of such a mundane conspiracy theory in a serious matter like this is strange. In any case, Donald Trump never said that he's coming to bomb Nigeria. This is the propaganda that they are spreading, which is not true. The speech by Donald Trump, in which he designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern and made a threat of gun blazing to come and stop Christian genocide in Nigeria, he said if Nigerian government did not take care of it, that they better move fast to take care of the terrorists that are committing the alleged Christian genocide, or America will step in to take care of the terrorists. Trump never said he's coming to bomb Nigeria or Nigerians. He was talking about the terrorists. And that is even conditional, that the Nigerian government failed to do the needful by getting rid of the terrorists. So why should the presidency be selling such a narrative that these people may be frustrating the effort to lure Trump to come and bomb Nigeria? And is the government saying that taking out these terrorists is an attack on the Nigerian nation? What kind of statement is that? But that is what the narrative they are passing in this message, that they are frustrating the effort to provide a condition for Trump to come and bomb Nigeria. And I think the Christian Association of Nigeria in Niger State and even the national should not take kindly with that kind of conspiracy theory thinking coming from the highest office in the land, the presidency. Is not right. They ought to have done better than that. Now, some of the issues he raised, unless we hear from the side of the Catholic Church that owns the school, the Christian Association of Nigeria, Niger State branch, and the school authorities, we may never know the truth. This is because he's accusing the school. First of all, they started by attacking the school, that when they said the school should close, it didn't close. In other words, they have put the school in a defensive position. Probably that was why the CAN chairman said, okay, nobody should talk to these people. I will be the only one talking with them. Because ordinarily you have to empathize with a school that had passed through such a traumatic experience. Primary and secondary school students kidnapped. The numbers that are around everywhere is about 315. Others say that some have escaped and all that. But this is a traumatic experience for both the kids, for the children, and for their parents. This is not the time for finger pointing, looking for who to blame. Even the governor of Niger State got it wrong by trying to blame that they gave verbal order that schools should close, and this school did not close. Okay? But the order I was meant to understand was that the order was for school in certain parts of the state, in the northern part of the state, I understand. It was only after the incident of Friday, November 21, that the Niger State government decided to close all the schools in Niger State, both private and public. Okay, but whatever may be the case, the school may have erred in not adhering to instruction, verbal message. Because, as I said, we may not know their own side of the story. Perhaps the tradition is that you must receive a memo before you act. But now they were given verbal order to close. That's what the story we just told from that interview with the presidential spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga. Okay, so this is not the time for finger pointing of trying to blame somebody. The blame, if there is anybody to be blamed, is the presidency, is the federal government that control the police, army, and all the security agencies. Because there should be security for every Nigerian. Because the primary responsibility of every government is protection of life and property. And the most vulnerable people that need protection more than any are school children. And they were betrayed by their government at all levels. So this is not the time to be claiming that the teachers are not, the principal is not cooperating, the Christian Association of Nigeria is not cooperating. It is time to be able to say this is the situation of things. We know where these girls are, and we are making every effort to bring them home. That is what I expected a presidential spokesperson to come on national television to reassure parents, to reassure families, to reassure Nigerians that we know where these people are, we are making effort to bring them home. It's not for you to say that they have not given you the list, they have not given you the numbers, the principal is nowhere to be found, the CAN chairman is nowhere to be found. Your job is to provide security with or without the cooperation of anybody. You should be able to provide security. In a digital age that we are, you should be able to provide security. There are satellite imageries that Nigerians can request for, even if it has to request for it from outside Nigeria, that could give idea of how this large number of students and teachers was able to be moved from their school to wherever they are, so that the government itself will be giving us breakdown based on tangible information that will help the families to be reassured that the government is doing something to address the situation. It's not for government to come on national television to say that the school and the Christian Association of Nigeria, that they are playing games. What kind of games can they be playing with the lives of children? What kind of games can they be playing with the lives of teachers? Nobody, no reasonable person can play with lives of children and teachers, or the life of anybody for that matter. So to accuse them of playing games is being unfair to them, as far as I can see it. Because one, we have not heard from their own side of the story. But even by that thinking alone, that people that pass through this traumatic experience are playing games, it doesn't speak well of the government that has a responsibility for the protection of lives and property. And even turning it into an issue of conspiracy theory, that they are doing this, perhaps they want Trump to come and bomb Nigeria. Trump never said he's coming to bomb Nigeria. That's a propaganda statement. Trump said they will come and take out the terrorists. They said they will take out the terrorists that are committing the Christian genocide in Nigeria. That was what Trump said. He didn't say that he's just going to come and be carpet bombing Nigeria because schools were because of the activities of the terrorists. That's not what he said. That was not the thinking. And examples are bound of what America used to do in a situation like this. When an American aid worker was kidnapped and kept in a place in northern Nigeria, that was October 31, 2020, when Donald Trump was in his first term. America sent special marine that flew over 2,000 miles to come to northern Nigeria and take out 6 terrorists and rescue the American aid worker that the terrorists were demanding a ransom of $1 million. So America is, my thinking about Trump's intervention is to be able to take out these terrorists just the same way they took out the terrorists that kidnapped an American aid worker in 2020. That's my take. It's not that Trump is threatening to come and be carpet bombing Nigeria. Everywhere he just be bombing Nigeria. I don't think that is the thinking. And it's unfair to the Christian Association of Nigeria to try to label them that they could be working for that kind of thing to happen to Nigeria. But I don't know what to think about the presidency's position that the Christian Association of Nigeria is not cooperating. Perhaps they are trying to lure Trump to come and bomb Nigeria. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you will be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.